Hotshot, Jetfire, Vector Prime, Landmine, Scattershot, Optimus Prime.
And I'm Optimus Wilbur. Welcome everyone back to another Optimus Wilbur Reviews, and if you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button, like the videos, leave a comment, share it amongst your Transformer fans. These help the videos out so much and it doesn't cost you anything. Now today it's something different. This was a KO in the middle I bought. Another Evasion Optimus Prime, but the reason I bought it was, of course, as you can see, the God Ginrai upgrade kit, but there was more parts to it and I'm going to show that off. But the Evasion Optimus Prime, I think we can all agree, when we seen that in the Age of Extinction movie, we wanted it because it was a Generation 1 looking Optimus Prime. Unfortunately, the toy wasn't that great in my opinion. I've not got all the variations of him. I have got the standard one, just a different weapon. I think that's from the Dark of the Moon Voyager class. And then there's this exclusive one with the flames coming down him. And where the figure failed, in my opinion, was the horrible transformation. And the arms were not the best if you wanted to pose them. That being said, there was different versions. There was an Nemesis Prime and there was one that was just devoid of the colour to make it look closer to the movie. I wasn't a big fan of that one. I liked seeing colour on Optimus Prime. But the upgrade kit came out, I missed out, and I didn't know it was out years ago. That's the problem. And I seen this kit, and I'm going to put all the kit right in front of you, and we're going to look at it. So let's get started. Here's all accessories that came with the purchase. This was off eBay. Now, as you can see, there's the feet, which makes sense and actually improve the way the figure stands a lot. And I have tested it in all three figures. They fit the exact same. So that's a good sign to start with. We've got a new crotch plate, which just hooks in with this peg, and it does finish off like the barrenness of that. It just looks nice. Next up, if we use the silver chest plate, I just love the look of that. I just love that nice silver look. And as you can see, I've added a Toy Hacks decal just to give him a symbol. Next, for these arms, we have the turrets. And yeah, they can move and they can come off. And this is a good thing as well if you wanted to do this. I've not done it yet, but it's possibilities. If we take the wing section, turn it over, we have exhausts. So the possibilities are there. Next, two of the big cannons that, of course, God Ginrai, or Power Master Optimus Prime, carries. And I like this. I really do like this. Extra parts, and this is where I fell in love with the figure. Now, there is the original head that came with it's a KBB deformation knockoff, okay? But it's die-cast metal, so it actually feels a lot better than the originals. So that's the original head that came with it. But you can also, if you want, change it to likes of a G1 style Optimus Prime head. What I've done, because it is the movie version, I'm going to zoom in and focus up. They also created the movie version with the mouthpiece closed and the red eyes, which is something different, and that's why I love the look of this figure. I didn't want to go complete G1 because the body shape and stuff. I wanted something different, and I like the fact that they gave this option along with the pack. So there's a nice head sculpt. It's easy to put on. It's just a case of taking away the original head, which is on a ball joint, and reapplying that one. So next up, we have his blades. Bring them into focus. And what I've noticed with these, and this is where the other figures come in, okay? These tend to only fit that Optimus Prime there. For bringing this one, let's put in the little clip there, which would house. They just slide about, and it's the same with this gun. They just move about. They're quite small in the sense of how tight they can be to fit. And what I do like, they actually did give that Dark of the Moon like shotgun he's got, or triple machine gun, whatever you want to call it, with the accessory. But the figure, on the other hand, if I bring him just a bit forward and pull back, the figure's actually well made. Same transformation as the two Evasion Optimus Primes, but he's got this nice clicking joint, and everything, like I said, is die-cast metal. Exact same in the back as the other ones. And the only issue I've got with this is those. One likes to stay, one likes to fall down. But there's the main issue I've got. But that's across the entire Evasion Optimus Prime mold. I just do not like those arms. And you'll see when it comes to putting on certain parts. It's the exact same with the other bots, and it just carried on to the knockoff. But with it being die-cast now, it's got a bit of weight, so everything kind of shines off him. And he stands a lot better than considering something like this. Using this mould of the Evasion Optimus Prime, what we're going to do is apply it as if it's truck mode. Now in the last video, this is where I said I've got a lot of issues with, and you'll see why in a second. So you get the foot panels, and they just basically sit like that on the cab. So with the pegs, just peg them in. Might have to move the cab just a little bit because of the exhaust, but that's them in. I'm not going to push them down too tight, but they're ready to rock and roll. Next, what we're going to do is bring in the wing section, and what you want to do, this is what I've done, just to make it look nice, just twist these up, give them these extra exhausts at the back, and there's little peg sections here, and a little peg here on where the feet go, and you're just clipping them on. And that secures the wing section to the cab. Now this is all the tricky stuff. So the black part just goes on in the back, and what you're left with, if you're just got the normal kit, so to speak, is you're left with the chest piece, the arms, which just clip on like so. So let's do that. Plug them in. And here's the main issue. So we've got the two pegs here that's got to fit in the middle of Ginrai. And there's the problem. They don't fit. And I think for what I've seen, because I've only seen one review on YouTube, but this was a big complaint. The actual body, even if you get these parts to fit where the wings are, doesn't like to sit. They just don't like to sit. That's how loose they are. And what I ended up doing was just putting basically the chest down like that for like photos or such, and then of course you can just put one of these guns there, and that's the way it's meant to come across in the pictures. But I just think it looks terrible. It does not do the figure any justice, and it looks cheap. That looks like a bad knockoff, and hence why this figure will never ever be in truck mode to house all this stuff. It just looks absolutely horrendous. But I'm going to show you now how to put the parts on, and we'll finish up this video. Now before we put the parts on, I'll show you with the other accessories. So that main gun, like I showed you this one, just have to force it a little bit, but that sits nice and snug in this Evasion Optimus Prime, and it looks okay. I quite like that look. I didn't like it when it was on the night look, but hey ho, everybody's version or opinion on that Knight Optimus Prime varies. Maybe one day, depends how you all feel, I might bring the Black Knight Optimus Prime in. Maybe. And of course the Energon blades, which look kind of silly. So again, hold better there, but they're just like holding there. It doesn't really do anything, I think. So let's get into God Ginrai. So first off, feet, peg there, just the same if he was in transformation mode. Just peg one in. And we'll do the same at the other. And before we go any further, how much does that look better with those feet at the bottom? That just improves the character right away. Those horrible feet, it just improves it. And it looks like Optimus Prime. Next, we'll take the crotch plate, flip them up. And again, there's just a little peg there, you can see. And you're just basically plugging that in and straighten everything up. And that's that part done. Now, of course, I swapped the head, but like I said, you can take that off with the ball joint. Next, we'll do the wings. So let's flip this part back round. And what you want to do is lift this part up, turn them round, and as you can see, it is so easy to fit. And that just sits nice and snug on his back. Where people might have some issues, and it does take a little bit to try and lock them in, is the turrets for his shoulders. So if I can get one, I'll have the other one done just off camera. But you're meant to just get them, and they're just meant to sit. They don't really plug in completely. I was going to do that one off camera, but that one was so fast. We're going to get luck here, are we? Yeah, we're going to get luck. They don't really sit incredibly well, but they look okay. They look okay. Next, we'll do his guns. Again, only this Optimus Prime can hold them. It just seems to be the way they created them. But there's the other issue. Because of these, you're restricted to just putting the guns up like that. So you can't really pose with this God Ginrai. And last, we'll do the chest piece. So that just goes in at the top. Just for his face, there's a little slot. And it just slots in. And there you go, guys. There is God Ginrai. And to give you a rough idea, here's that other Evasion Optimus Prime. And it just looks a lot better. I love the detail in it. I'll zoom in and I'll show you. The detail is good in the figure. And it does give that, finally, a movie look. I know it's an add-on kit, but at least gives us something that could have been with Ginrai. And the kit looks no bad. The kit does look no bad. The fact it came with all the extras, the blades, the extra heads, the extra gun, was just a nice little touch. And when you pan it across to this, I can't remember if it was a Toys R Us exclusive or just a store exclusive like a Walmart. Of course, we don't have them in Britain. I can't remember where I picked this one up, but it came with the Grimlock it matched. And yeah, I'm just still never a fan of that evasion mode. But this was good. This was good to have in the sense of like a Power Master look or a God Ginrai look for Optimus Prime. That is my favourite version of Optimus Prime, and I've got a knockoff movie looking one. I'm cool with that, guys. I'm absolutely cool with that. I'd pick it up. I only paid $20 at most, and that was including the figure. So I got a really good deal on top of that, and it goes straight into the collection. So, that all-important thing, what is up next on Optimus Wilbur Reviews? And it's Toy Hacks time. There's a little story, and I'll explain in the video, but I can't wait to show it off because I didn't think I was going to do movie figures. But Studio Series has got decals for Studio Series 05 Optimus Prime, and they do look good. I mean, I can give you a quick look-see, and you can just see some of them instantly pop right away on his chest. Guys, I can't wait to show you this. And then up next, after him, we're going big. We're going Titan, maybe? Or we're going Combiners. So that's all in the coming weeks. But guys, thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for everyone who tuned in today's video. If you want to make Baby Grimlock happy, why not hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. All new videos are always coming right here in Optimus Wilbur Reviews. If you'd like to follow me in any of my social media links, all the descriptions are in the description box below. And of course, as always, I cannot stress this enough, I wish to thank Cybertronic Spree for allowing me to use their song Cybertronic Warrior as the theme of this channel. Guys, this is an incredible band that does incredible covers, and recently just done an amazing album of the Transformers 1986 movie soundtrack. Please follow them and all their social media links. I have every description in the description box below. Please check them out, and as always, Transformer fans, till all are one.